So I'm going to read a text from Isaiah 47, but I'm in the Berean Study Bible because that's what I relate to the most. That's what I understand the most because it's kind of broken down for you. Isaiah 47, the humiliation of Babylon. Go down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, O daughter of Chaldea. For you will no longer be called tender or delicate. Take millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil. Strip off your skirt. Bare your thigh and wade through the streams. Your nakedness will be uncovered and your shame will be exposed. I will take vengeance. I will spare no one. Our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Sit in silence and go into darkness, O daughter of Chaldea, for you will no longer be called the Queen of Kingdoms. I was angry with my people. I profaned my heritage, and I placed them under your control. You showed them no mercy. Even on the elderly you laid a most heavy yoke. You said, I will be queen forever. You did not take these things to heart or consider their outcome. So now hear this, O lover of luxury who sits securely, who says to herself, I am and there is no one besides me. I will never be a widow or know the loss of children. These two things will overtake you in a moment, in a single day, loss of children and widowhood. They will come upon you in full measure in spite of your many sorceries and potency of your spells. You were secure in your wickedness, you said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and knowledge led you astray and told yourself, I am and there is no one besides me. But disaster will come upon you and you will not know how to charm it away. A calamity will befall you that you will be unable to ward off. Devastation will happen to you suddenly and unexpectedly. So take your stand with your spells and with your many sorceries with which you have wearied yourself from your youth. Perhaps you will succeed. Perhaps you will inspire terror. You were wearied by your many counselors. Let them come forward now and save you. Your astrologers, you observe the stars and who monthly predict your fate. Surely they are like stubble. The fire will burn them up. They cannot deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There will be no coals to warm them or fire to sit beside. This is what they are to you. Those with whom you have labored and traded from youth, each one strays in his own direction. Not one of them can save you. All right, so we see that God is not having it with queens, okay? Now let's go to Revelation so I can explain to you what happens to this queen who sits on the throne. Revelation 18. Babylon is fallen. After this, I saw another angel descending from heaven with great authority, and the earth was illuminated by his glory, and he cried out, Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a lair for demons and a haunt for every unclean spirit and every unclean bird and every detestable beast. All the nations have drunk the wine of the passion of her immorality. The kings of the earth were immoral with her, and the merchants of the earth have grown wealthy from the extravagance of her luxury. All right, I'm going to go down to, right here. Then I heard another voice from heaven say, Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins or contract any of her plagues. For her sins are piled up to the heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. Give back to her as she has done to others. Pay her back double for what she has done. Mix her a double portion in her own cup. As much as she has glorified herself and lived in luxury, give her the same measure of torment and grief. In her heart she says, I sit as a queen. I am not a widow, and I will never see grief. Therefore her plagues will come in one day, death and grief and famine, and she will be consumed by fire. For mighty is the Lord who judges her. So, you can let this internet bring you down with this queen stuff, respect me and all this kind of stuff, but it will not be forgotten on your day of judgment. Humble yourselves, ladies. Humble yourselves. That's all I have to say. Humble yourselves. Pray to the Lord for reasoning. Pray to the Lord on this so you can get your own answers. But my sisters need to be humbled at this time. You guys are not queens. Please don't say that. That's all. Amen, you guys.